He's basically a mascot of Hatsumi Base. Got his own little apartment.
Dude, what do you have in your mouth?
Tongue.
Teeth.
A shark?
Oh, I don't have shark in my mouth.
Not my preference for food. Especially, no. I'm totally against the whole shark fin soup thing, because they basically kill the shark and just take a little bit off of its fin and throw the rest into the water. Where it might get gobbled up by others, but they went from 100 million sharks down to 100,000 sharks in a very short period of time because of that.
I'm getting this side eye because I took his shark.
Oh,
dude.
All right, is that it? Is there any more questions?
Uh-oh.
I'm not trying to shut you down, Ken. I'm just but
I did ask this before, but the stuff that the Meller said to tell the satellites, did we ever translate it in the past year?
Tell the satellites?
Yeah, he said send this message to the satellites, and I thought a little better of it and said, okay, I'm going to save this and see if IDET can translate it someday.
Oh, okay. Well, so far they haven't been able to translate it.
Okay.
And you were talking about the Mellers saying that, not the Temeller.
Yes.
Okay. For a second there, I thought you said Temeller.
No.
All right. All right. So does everybody have all their? Okay. So they're going to send you to a new world.
Okay.
And I'm going to wait and one you haven't been to before.
I'm going to see if I actually have
that you're such advanced, players and such.
As long as it's not like the Children of the Corn, I think we'll be fine.
All right, 1 second here. Come on.
None of us like the Children of the Corn.
Children of the Corn? Oh, you want to go there? All
right. No,
No, not again.
I heard about that place.
Children of the Corn is a creepy enough movie. We don't need to go to a world where Team 6 already went.
I'm gonna play with you.
Scooches away.
I'm gonna play with you. I'm looking for the bus. Where's the bus? The fun bus. Goodness. How many? Somebody is just blaring music and there's bass outside that's driving me absolutely crazy. Fun bus. I got this picture. This is not a great one, though.
All right. Not that one.
Nope. No. Not gonna happen.
Moral of the story. No.
Moral of the story is no. That's a weird story.
with you going nope.
Nope. No.
All right. Okay, so interesting. All right. So
scam likely.
this is actually on positive 10. So we're going 4 further than the 6 we've done before. Going to a whole new node.
Why is that not opening?
The Prime seems to have only one portal open currently. That and on the alternates, they were all off, and they're now turning them on. So the one the portal that they decided to turn on was number 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's 2. So it's number 8, and it seems very and this one appears to go into a what appears to be an entire city that's in what looks like a Tamellan dome.
Boom, boom, boom.
Like the one that's there on Earth.
So this is number 10. Platform 10.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, number 8. Because it's the one right before the one to the left, to the west. So when you go to 10, it's the first one to your right from the alternate pathway.
All right then.
Droopy.
They don't want you to explore the Prime because it appears that there's a huge plague, and the explorers that went there, they were attacked by people. Basically, it's very much like another zombie world, but it's different than the one that's actually close by, what they call BioEarth, because this one does appear to be a full-blown, like mental infection kind of thing.
Okay. So what are on the other worlds on this platform that we know of?
We the only one they've been able to turn on so far, like I said, this is outside the original range. Well, the Fringe pirates went and turned on all the portals that were on the Earth Prime node, but didn't turn on all the portals everywhere.
Okay.
So I'm just saying, all the other ones are off. This is the only one that they were able to turn on.
I take it we have not, that IDET has not discovered better crystals that can open more portals.
They have discovered better ones, but these all seem to be a lot higher level.
So, on that vein of questioning, we have a basic crystal. Is that what you were telling us?
I believe it wasn't it a brown crystal?
I thought so. Because Team 6 had the blue crystal, which they would have surrendered to IDET, which is pretty.
Yeah.
It's not the highest, but it's medium.
Yeah. All right. So let me just see here.
And I think we should take the orange crystal with us as well, since there's a Tamellan type dome.
Yeah.
I think the access crystal might be useful, the utility one.
And also, you might be able to change it or something that you might want to find out more.
Yeah. So I think we need to requisition the orange crystal.
All right, so yeah, where was I? Here we go. All right. Okay, and for
Well, for some reason, goddamn, open office. So we'll open with LibreOffice.
this is on here. There it is. 61 to 63.
So, back.
Not in this one. Now close current tab.
Got a new pew pew.
Here we go. Almost there. Okay. All right. Yeah. Right. So brown is that was it? Did I say brown or did I say gray?
Brown.
You said
said brown.
4.
Brown.
That's 4. Right. Right. So that's limited access maintenance. But of course that doesn't mean anything to you guys. So yeah, you're kind of in the middle. So not bad. Yeah, the French pirates say they're willing to sell crystals to the to IDET, but very, very expensive prices.
Just need to squish some pirates.
Yeah. So yes, so you have a brown crystal, which is number 4.
Mm.
So that means that.
And the orange crystal is like a number 1, right?
Oh, it's got its own weirdy things there.
Oh,
Yeah.
has there been any news about getting any good technology from the Zamboni world?
We'd have to go back.
Yes, people have to go back and actually make friends with one side or the other, and you haven't done that yet. Nobody's done that. But yeah, they're because they're still trying to see if they can retro build the micro fusion generators, which they have not been successful yet.
Oh.
Yeah, the ones that it looks like they're going to be able to do are actually the big ones. So, like, if you wanted to build some kind of a big base, they might be able to give you like a big one, fusion generator based on the technology they were able to get from the bad tree world. Okay, but those are big. They have produced a ton of power. Okay, I mean but getting it scaled down to the size of those micro generators are just
And when my other character took what images he could of the physics textbooks and such, was that any help to IDET?
Yeah, it's all a lot of help. It's a lot of information though. So but let's see here. So the crystal you have allows defense mode 1. It allows cutting torch, portal fine adjustment, fringeworthy detection up to 2 miles, some of the transfers. I don't think those are ones that you guys can do at this point. I don't think they're available yet. There is, but you might want to check the ones because I put that in the list. Fringe powers.
Okay.
Because I know there's one that you have, which is the time transfer. That's all. So that one actually attuning. Okay. So time transfer is definitely available. But I don't know about the other ones. Like I think, mirror transfer is available.
Mirror.
And intermediate area transfer is also. And solid transfer, but I don't know about the mind transfer. Anyways, so there's a lot. I mean, the number 4 crystal is actually very useful. It's a lot more useful than it was when you just started and you were like, well, okay, it doesn't matter how useful the crystal is. I can't do more than these 2 things. Now you have the ability to, they've learned a lot more, and you guys are high enough level that you could start taking some real fringe powers if you want to. Make that effort. Okay?
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, so should we assume you arrive there?
Yep.
And are you bringing, what vehicles are you bringing?
Well, it depends.
Well,
Okay.
there is the flying bus, but does that actually? Our characters are still Team 6.
We just discussed that, but
Yeah, you're Team
the question
9,
I have,
and you're borrowing. You're basically signing it out from IDET stores. It doesn't belong to Team 6.
so
Team
my
6
question
just the
was,
one that wanted it.
They're the ones that found it.
designed it, whatever. Yeah. Did they get the micro fusion generator put into the bus? Because that's how it was going to be able to power the. This bud saucer core that allows it to actually fly.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, let's try the bus out. It's never been used.
This is one of the these are one of the few microfusion generators we have, and we put it onto this because we wanted to see, they put a good case forward to trying to hook this up to the flying vehicle from Dick and Jane's world, and see if we could produce some, literally a vehicle that could go from Earth to orbit.
Right.
And if that's true, then of course that's going to revolutionize our. But if something goes wrong, and it goes off like a nuclear bomb, then we'd much rather it not be on Earth when that happens.
Rude, but okay.
So good luck, have fun, don't die. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, very much so. Yeah.
We are guinea pigs.
All right.
No, you are test pilots, not guinea pigs.
Yeah.
If they were sticking the microfusion generator in one of your orifices, then you would be big. But they're not that. But it's fortunately for you, it's not that small.
So long, suckers. Oh, I mean, good luck.
Yes, don't die, as they say. Have fun, don't die.
Yeah, good luck.
And
don't die.
And don't explore the Prime because it's full of infected zombie-like creatures.
Good to know. We will not go to the Prime.
Just thought I'd warn you.
Yeah, thank you for my warning. Although now knowing that, I wonder which would be more terrifying, the flying bus exploding or the zombies.
Well, luckily,
I vote for exploding zombies.
Voting zombies. Why with the zombies? At least we personally have a chance.
Well, no, it's that it's just combining, two threats, exploding bus and zombies. May as well have exploding
Oh, I
zombies.
didn't hear exploding zombies. I'm sorry. I just heard zombies and I was like, okay.
so I posted the flying bus.
The flying bus.
Fringe bus.
So, Kaitlin, are you recording this?
Mm-hmm.
I was at the point of blizness because I genuinely couldn't figure out if he was asking that stuff in character or not.
Is it running? Is the recording running now?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Does it have audio?
That was the question I wanted.
Yes, it actually has audio.
All right. So you guys are exploring alternate +10, number 8, where there seems to be a city under what looks like a Tamellan dome.
What do we know about this world from the preliminary?
Exactly what
survey?
he just told us.
Do we know, does it have? Are there radio waves here? Is there radiation? Is the air breathable?
Okay.
Are there things in the sky?
There's a dome, so they don't know whether there's things in the sky.
So we're under the dome then. Okay, I didn't understand.
Yeah. The portal apparently comes out inside the dome.
Under the dome.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back.
Under the dome.
That's a TV show.
Yep.
No, I thought We're Back was a TV show.
No, Under the Dome
Drinking
is a TV show, though.
Thunderbird.
Oh, Under the Dome is. Yeah, you're right. It's that really bad TV show.
The one that had the cow cut in half?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That part was in the book.
I'm not surprised. They spent a lot of money on that special effect because they showed it every single episode. Anyways, okay, so there you are on the platform. Nobody's out there because that's way outside. I mean, that's four nodes outside of where IDET does it. It considers the edge of its realm. I believe you're out past where the.
Oh yeah, they're on like 4, I thought.
Yeah, I think they're out that way, right? Okay.
What was out that way?
Are we positive or negative?
We're positive.
Positive will do this. Gotcha.
I would have to look.
All right, don't worry about it.
Hi, Chuck.
Hey, can you give me a recap, Bruce? I had to go get food.
Sure, Chuck.
Oh, you're
you guys
swell.
are exploring +10,
Okay.
number 8, and they sent the wind up through the survey service. It's the only alternate that's open, and the Prime has only one portal open there, and it goes into someplace. Assuming, of course, that everything is following the same geological stuff in the northern hemisphere, but there seems to be this terrible rotting disease that has driven the entire population mad, and it's very dangerous. It's very also highly communicable, which is why they're really happy to find out that if you go through the portal, you get cured.
Okay.
So they basically recommended that you guys do not go and explore that particular prime. So instead,
All right.
they're telling you to explore the one alternate that's currently available to them.
All right. I thought you were running a game of Z Nation for a second there.
You guys
Except-
at some point may decide to go and do that, but I'm saying is that that's not the mission that IDET gave you.
I was
Copy that.
Instead,
they
so they ran a wind up through the portal to 10, and it came through and rolled back and basically said, well, it didn't say anything yet. It has tests and stuff like that, but the test in the picture showed that there was looked like some kind of a dome, like the Tameller electrostatic dome that is under the ice, where you guys leave to the portal at Hatsumi Base, and it appears that it looks like a somewhat of an urbanized area. It was nighttime apparently when you guys went through. The sky, the dome was dark, but there was reflective light around. There was points of light around that looked like artificial illumination. There was no indication of radiation. There was no indication of radio waves. Though that's not something they test for.
Right.
Okay, Ken, that's not something they test for. All right. There was a real limitation on taking samples because the little scooper just basically came back with something that looks akin to concrete.
Okay.
That was scraped off of, it's more like a powdering. And the air seems to be it seems to be Earth normal, same normal division of oxygen, nitrogen, all that kind of stuff like that. The pylons don't show any kind of strange configurations of that, and it is a warp. It's not a ring station.
All right. What was what did the wind up say the temperature was?
The temperature was about 50 degrees, so it was chilly.
Bit nipply.
Yep.
There is cold in there.
Yep.
Actually, that's about comfy.
Not to me.
Not for me, Alpin.
Not for me.
What are you, a subterranean person?
Yeah, and anything below 65, and I'm turning up the heat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you.
I shut off my heater on the weekend because it was like 79 degrees and I had all the windows open and everything. So I went to bed and I woke up the next morning and it was 54 degrees in the house because I had left all the windows open and shut the heater off.
Wow.
Character loves heat. Character loves heat. Real person. Subterranean person. I can be happy in about 54 degrees.
Weirdos.
So can I.
Thank you.
All right. Okay.
We have 2 Yetis in the party, so.
What?
Well,
No?
all I know is I'm very comfortable at 37 Celsius. Celsius, yeah. I'm very comfortable at 37 Celsius.
Okay.
All right.
50,
okay. Very good.
This is about 50 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yes. Yeah. That's fairly cold.
Okay. All right. There was no of course, now they know why they don't get any indications of deadly diseases when they bring samples back, from the worlds. And but like I said, there's that's all they really know from that. You appear to be in some kind of a industrial area. As a matter of fact, it looks like warehousing.
Any words visible?
So this dome is surrounded by like other buildings then?
No, the buildings are inside the dome.
Oh, is the portal inside the dome?
Yes, the portal is inside the dome.
Getcha.
Much like
Okay.
it's inside the dome at Hatsumi Base.
Mhm.
And if we
I was
step
thinking it was
through,
outside
we'll
this
be
dome.
inside the
That's what I
dome.
was like.
Yeah. You don't know what
Okay.
might be outside the dome because it seems to be black.
Are we going to drive through the dome, through the portal, or are we going to go on foot?
Does it look like we can drive through the portal?
Yes.
Mm,
It does look like you could drive through the portal, but it also looks like you could walk through the portal and be in a in a controlled space.
I think we should drive through the portal just so we can have our vehicle on that side with us.
agreed.
And it's also basically where we can live and everything else. So
Yeah. So
and it would allow it to do the process to charge.
yeah.
That's all right. Bruce, is it
Yeah.
about the same temperature back to me base portal?
It's actually much colder. In Hatsumi Base, it's barely above freezing
Oh,
because you're under the ice.
right. Oh, okay. All right. I guess we can drive through. Make sure my environmental suits are all ready to go.
Okay.
Done.
Yay, heat.
Okay.
All right. So, are you guys actually going to drive through then?
Yep.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now,
And
Sounds
when
good.
we go through, I check the language.
Okay,
Okay.
science guy.
All
Yeah.
right. Hold on one second.
What language do you check for?
I go
Tag
through a
along.
list and say, do we know what these words are? Do we know what these
Right,
words
but
are? Do we know?
how do we know what language we're speaking?
Check for
That's
tag
what he
along.
does. He goes and looks at a bunch of different languages.
That was always my one thought was if we suddenly learn this new language as we go through the portal, how do we know what language we're speaking?
Well, you have to look at a list of words in different languages and see which one you understand.
Right, but if we don't, what if it's something other than a terrestrial Earth language?
Well, then you can't find it that way.
Then you
but,
won't
know,
find
it
it
still
on the
helps.
list. Yeah.
Ah,
And you may not be able. I mean, other than the fact that if it's a language you already know, then of course you're going to still be able to read it.
I know English and bad English.
Yeah.
Hi.
I know English and Southern these days.
Mhm.
Okay.
I know.
So you
English,
guys roll
Southern,
through,
and Irish.
and you're basically on a big concrete platform. There's a lot of like fencing around, in various places, blocking off big warehouse type buildings from each other. There doesn't appear to be some kind of a road surface, though nobody's currently on it. You see a lot of lights. Like I said, it seems like it's nighttime. However, to you, it's if it was when it went through before, if it had been like midnight, which you don't know if it was, okay, it should be like 7 o'clock now. So assuming the same dawn or whatever should be coming soon.
That's good to know.
All right. All right. So you looking around. Go ahead and everyone give me a notice check.
Okay.
Mm.
14.
3.
Okay.
7.
All right. Anybody who got less than a 4, okay, basically you see a lot of buildings and fences and various things like that, and you're just like, wow, look at all
Yeah,
this.
7.
You're just kind of
Tell me about
overwhelmed
it.
by another new world. If you're between 4 and 8, or actually up to 8, you notice that there does appear to be, secure areas, at least, with as far as gates and things like that, and roadways coming up to them. They're it looks like there's actually layers, like they go down. You're like on the surface, but looks like there's roadways that actually go down deeper. So like subterranean warehouses or maybe parking areas. It's kind of hard to say from where you're standing.
How many stories are the buildings that we see?
You think that the buildings are about, the ones on the surface are about 50 foot tall.
Right.
I got a 14, by the way.
Are they all the same height, or are they of varying?
They vary somewhat, but mostly they're the same height. Okay. Those of you who rolled 8 or better, notice that when you're looking up around in the sky, you see what looks to be kind of like ghostly lights moving around in the sky, possibly on the other side of the electrostatic dome.
I turned binoculars onto it.
Okay. Anybody else want to do something?
Yeah, I'm going to look closer too.
Okay. All right. You guys looking at them through binoculars and such, they appear to be, different shaped. Like some look like kind of like a bird shape. Some of them kind of look a little oblong. They're just kind of loosely, just kind of very lightly illuminated, almost like a smudge of light on the other side of the electrostatic dome. But they are moving. They're definitely moving.
But once we spend the 20 to 30 minutes for the electrical items to be able to retain a charge, and we spend a little bit, well, I don't know, I guess like an hour or so to charge. So I figure we'll just kind of sit here at the entrance to the portal an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's nice. It's a shame that doesn't happen.
Oh.
Mhm.
Real quick, Alpin, do you have Fred and George with you?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I was just curious.
Because after 20 minutes, all of a sudden you see something, basically a spotlight of some kind shines down on you, and you realize there's some kind of a drone, a couple of drones up in the air shining down on you guys. And you hear a voice that says, announce, identify yourself. You are unauthorized to be in this area.
I told you not to bring that cereal.
And Mark, the language that you were able to read was Farsi, Persian.
Oh.
And that does appear, and so you're assuming it would make sense if you don't have that language as a normal language that would be with it. It then changes to another language, and the next language it changes to is, one second. Where'd you go?
15 languages, fun.
Why did you? Chinese,
Okay.
and then it changes to
I'm
Italian.
going to say in English, do you speak English?
I mean, are you going to yell this?
Yeah, I'll yell the words, do you speak English at it?
Okay. There's a pause, and then it says, in English, you are unauthorized to be in this area. He said, if you, there are, security forces are approaching you. Lay down your weapons if you have any, and be prepared to be taken into custody.
I say, how can we get authorization?
Okay, the rest of you guys, well, basically it doesn't answer that question. Are you guys going to stand there and get taken into custody?
Well, we're in a bus.
Yes, and
You get hard reverse back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you said
Well,
the 20
we
minutes
did the hard
are up.
reverse back. Oh, we haven't shut off the engine, so it's still running.
That's correct.
You're the one driving, kid.
I'm gonna wait until they show up, and I want to see who they are, and then we'll talk to them.
All right, that sounds like a plan.
I mean,
Yeah,
we're here
right.
to make contact. We're not here to.
Sure.
I say we are authorized because we came through the portal. So.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay.
I mean,
All
we're
right.
pretty safe in here. It's not like they're going to come drag us out.
Well, maybe they will.
It's armored.
All right. 10 minutes later,
We are in an armored truck.
20 vehicles.
20 vehicles.
20 vehicles show up.
Oh my word!
They basically block the exit from this warehouse area you're currently in, and a bunch more drones show up, including a few of them that seem to have some writing hanging from them that says something up. It basically looks like the call signs of like a radio or news station.
Hmm.
Oh.
So,
WKFO.
Yeah. Anyway, so somebody comes forward, and basically one vehicle starts moving up towards you, and this vehicle, by the way, it's making a humming sound as it comes towards you, making you think that it's being probably powered by electricity.
Or it could just be a Hummer.
You don't hear the sound of internal combustion engines, which I assume
Thank you.
Your vehicle, I assume, is still running by diesel.
It is still currently running by diesel, as we have not been able to charge the.
Well, you are currently charging now.
Yeah, we're currently charging the reactor, but it just, I figure it would take a little bit to get it jump started, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because it can charge off of the alternators off of the diesel engine.
Right.
Right, and then of course once you get that, you're going to start trying to charge up your electron well on your flying vehicle.
Right, it's a process.
Yeah, I know.
But we are well armored in this, and we have weapons, so I'm not too worried about it. We can always just go in reverse and back through the portal too.
All right,
that's
so
true.
This guy who's wearing what appears to be a sort of a military type uniform, body armor, a helmet. Okay, he comes up and he seems to have like some kind of a data pad, and he goes and he pulls out something that looks an awful lot like a cattle prod. Okay, and
oh my word!
He goes over and he wraps it on the side of your vehicle, and and then he kind of like waves it around in a circle, like whatever interpretation you want to make of that.
He's saying, "Run me over." No.
You know,
Sure he
he's
is.
clearly indicating
He would like to
he'd
parlay.
like interaction with you. Now, how you choose what you choose as an interaction is up to you at this point.
Come in peace. Shoot.
He seems to be you know, he's like walking around your vehicle, you know, and he's taking this like data pad. He's like waving it up and down, you know, as he goes around you. Okay. And he comes back, and you know, and as I say, that's when he basically bangs on the side of your vehicle, hard enough to probably leave some dents, if you know, at least some mar your paint a bit.
Shall we let him in?
And
sure, we can let him in.
Sure.
I'll open the door.
Right. Wait.
Right.
Let me know when he's beside the door in his walk around.
He is. You open the door and he's standing there. You know, he backs up as necessary, and he's standing there.
Yeah,
He looks in there and he says, "Okay,
howdy.
Come on in."
Hello.
He says, all right, you are in violation of like 15 different statutes. Okay. Starting off with the production of a possible carcinogenic from your vehicle.
Have a seat.
More importantly is that I need identification from everybody who's on this vehicle right now. So
let me clarify, on the side of the bus there is a UN logo. So just in case, I don't know if they have UN here or not, but
one way to find out.
Yeah, come in.
He doesn't seem to, you know. He's made no mention of the UN.
So he's just standing outside the door.
He's staying outside the door, basically, you know, with this big thing that, like I said, looks an awful lot like a cattle prod. Okay, and then there's this big data pad he's holding. It's like an iPad except a lot thicker, more militarized.
Right.
You know, like you could probably drop it and it wouldn't break. You know.
Right.
Kind of
so. While he was walking around, I want to back up just a little bit since we haven't had a chance to discuss it. Do one of us want to approach and be the? I mean, he's not going to know how many people there are. Yeah. So, does one of us want to go with him and explain the situation, or how do we want to do this?
I can.
It's a diplomat.
I'm more likely to instigate something. So.
Me too. That's why I'm not.
Maybe Indrani can like read his mind and see if there's something he might expect or.
Mark, I only do that when I absolutely have to.
So Indrani will be the one that interacts with him, I guess.
Okay. I'll before I go out to talk to him, I'll cast empathy. Can someone roll for me?
What do you want me to roll?
You must roll a D10 D6.
Okay, I can do that.
Thank you, sir.
We'll use the purple one.
Alrighty.
Sure, you don't want to roll like your activation first.
Activation.
Yeah, you know, you're using telepathy. You have to activate.
I'm using empathy, Bruce. I just want to see feelings are.
Is that psi?
It is psi. I have to make a psionics roll.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be a D6 and another die.
Yeah, I have a D10 in psionics.
So you need to roll a D6 and a D10 then. Somebody needs
You got
to
it. You got it, sir.
Yeah, you said something like 10D6. So that's.
Oh, no, I either misheard or you misspoke or both.
Okay.
Okay. So I rolled. You got 2 1s.
Oh, no,
well,
snake
that's
eyes.
not good.
Yeah, you got snake eyes.
Bloody hell! Ow, that hurts.
Yeah, right there, darling.
Oh,
He
ow,
raises
ow.
his cold, dead snake eyes to you, and
Oh.
because you're getting nothing from this guy, and you're
Oh.
like going, "What the hell?"
He's
You
got
know?
cold dead snake eyes.
I'm just saying is he just looks at you with his eyes, and to her, because she failed the roll, it just seems like, you know, she's getting nothing from him. He's just this enigma, you know, and the thought runs across your mind: have I already met a Meller?
Yeah, sure, yeah, the one who knows how to block. All right, okay. I did something wrong. Either that or he's strong as hell. Ow.
Hug.
Ugh.
Just no. I said hug. Hug
All right,
Indrani.
so Andrani, are you gonna like
So
I gotta look
around
at
the
the.
driver's
Let me.
door? You know, because as far as I know, Jason, Kid is still sitting there.
Okay,
Yeah,
I just got to. I think something happens when I fumble a psionics roll. I just got to check what happens.
Okay.
Give me a minute.
Sure.
The player does not know. But okay, let's see here. All right. Let's see. Okay, I'm shaken on a critical failure, which I just did. The psi lets out a psychic scream that causes her to be shaken, along with all allies in a large burst template who fail a spirit
shit.
roll.
Oh, thanks.
This can cause a wound.
Ah,
So
All right,
everybody must
your
make a
spirit
spirit
check.
roll, or you're shaken.
okay.
I'm shaken automatically.
Spirit. Roll the spirit.
You got to
Ah,
remember.
Benny this. Actually, I won't Benny this. I probably, as a non-combatant who's scared of a lot of stuff, would be shaken. So I'm shaken.
9.
I am not.
What the hell?
Snake eyes.
Ow, my head.
Uh-oh. Another critical failure.
I got a 12, so I'm good.
My head.
It's
All right.
just Ken. My head.
He notices, you know, people's eyeballs rolling up into their heads.
Okay.
And,
To be fair, I don't know where everybody is on the bus, but you can't see very far past the.
I can see at least
The
you and
entrance.
Andrani.
And yeah, Andrani and I. My eyes did not roll up because I was fine.
Oh, yeah,
Although
I mean,
You're still affected by it. It just doesn't.
Just not
it's a
shaken.
large burst
You
template.
just aren't shaken by it. You'd be like, and she's like, and it's like this guy is backing up. You know,
Valentina somewhere in the back goes.
he's
"Thump."
like saying,
I'm hidden by the seats. What are you on about?
and he starts.
Like I said, you got to look at the floor plan that I put up
Yeah, like I said, I'm hidden by the seat. By a
because there's
seat.
stairs that go up and shit.
He yells. He says we you know we he says we got psychosis. We got psychosis. He says, you know,
We got
move in.
Okay, I close the door.
Door closed. Bye.
Close.
I mean, how are you closing the door?
I reach and grab the lever and close the
All
door.
right,
You're taking
hold
a bus.
Hold on. All right, you close it in front of him. You hear a zap sound as he basically smashes the outside of the door with this thing, and this electrical discharge goes off, which I don't know what that's going to do to your vehicle.
Not a damn
Bus
thing.
is shaken.
Got armor, right?
The bus is
Well,
shaking.
it's armor, but it's, you know, and he hit this thing with a cattle prod, then there's a good chance that it would, you know, transmit. So the question is,
wouldn't
If you
our
look at-
system be hardened though?
Well, yeah. All right. So we're also grounded by the
are you
tires and
grounded or are
everything.
you insulated?
Well, insulated, I should say.
Okay.
And let's see. The armor consists of 12 millimeters of titanium, let's see, armorage fiber, impact projection, rubber foam, etc., adhesives, various covers, ballistic nylon. So yeah, we're pretty well armored.
Okay, that didn't really answer my question. Okay, I'm going to go. Give me a luck check because I want to see whether the charge acts any of your internal systems.
6.
6. Okay, so it doesn't disable any of your internal systems when this happens. Okay.
Thank God the
All right.
VCR is okay.
But you see, I mean, maybe
Made
some
my
of
Mulan disc skip.
Well, VCR
would-
probably would not be something you'd want
It was
because
a joke.
VCR's tapes are
Yeah.
magnetic. So
Chuck
Yeah.
was being sarcastic, Ken.
maybe some maybe one or two of your external cameras might have did a reset.
Flicker for a second. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
I've never seen a cattle prod hit a vehicle, so I have no real idea of what that would do.
No, not
I can't imagine
Again,
it'd
it depends on what it could, I mean, the transfer it would reach. Probably nothing much. Okay. I mean, if anything, it might cause a door to, if it was electronic, it could cause the door to fail, to lock or whatever. Okay. So, anyways, are you locking this door?
Yeah, it's locked.
Okay. All right. So, anyways,
I mean, you have to realize the bus itself is airtight, so we can actually pressurize the bus and go into space with it. So,
oh wow!
All right.
underwater.
So so some of these vehicles, okay, are now rolling, are rolling forward, okay, and they appear to be engaging in a they're spreading out, around your vehicle, okay, and it looks an awful lot like they're basically trying to make sure you can't go anywhere. Well, like they're blocking the way with their vehicles. They're coming up and they're like coming up against your vehicle, next to your vehicle.
So how are they getting so close to us so fast?
They're driving.
Okay, well, I would drive backwards.
Okay, so you're going to try to just back up.
Yeah.
Okay, back up toward the entrance of this, which is closed, entrance of this warehouse, right?
Yeah, which is the portal.
I thought we were backing up to the portal.
This is true. There is a portal there. I'm saying they see you backing up toward
the building.
Toward the building. Right.
Right.
So are you going to back up all the way through the portal?
Yes.
I say,
Fuck yeah.
how about we go half?
Well, we can't go half. We could go half, but it would slowly draw us through.
Yes.
At an inch a minute.
Take a while.
And it will also, you lose all of your recharging that you were doing.
Yeah, it's gonna away. But I mean, I'd rather not be attacked by these guys, and I don't really want to attack them.
Yeah.
So I'm saying we just back up, and I'm not quite sure what we're going to do from there, but we didn't think this through very well. I also didn't expect to have an army show up at us either. So
not at all.
You went into an area and acted like there was no security there.
Yeah.
But we saw nothing moving on the, none of the reports said that there was any habitation. So
right doesn't mean they don't have cameras and
we didn't see cameras. You didn't tell us about cameras.
All right.
They don't have to be huge,
Or drones.
You rolled. I told you when the drone showed up.
Yeah, I know. And we tried to communicate with them, and then they had
And 10 minutes later.
Yeah, we just waited.
10 minutes later, a whole bunch of vehicles showed up.
Okay. I tried to talk to him, but Indrani decided to mind melt him.
Right. But so the point is that you had 10 minutes during that time. You could have done something else.
Well, we were waiting to contact them. I mean,
yeah,
I thought we were doing.
Yeah. I would like to point out, I think this
and
is the quickest.
And that's what just happened. Okay, so all right, you're going back through the portal, I'm assuming, or are you going to stop before you get that?
I'm going all the way through.
All right.
Going full send.
And you're gone. Okay. So that's gonna be interesting for them on the other side.
I'm sure it will.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, Bruce, the powers that
40
allow
foot
you
bus,
to
just
move
back.
portals,
Yeah.
I guess you'd have to be on the portal side to do that, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
He can't do it from the fringe pass side.
So, well, that was unsuccessful.
Everybody unshake at this point.
I go over to Indrani and I go, "Are you alive?
Yeah. Yes.
What the hell did you do?"
No.
Killed all of us.
I was warned that occasionally my psychic energy could backfire in a spectacular manner. I guess that was one of the examples.
Hey, Indrani. Next time you
Yes,
do that,
yes.
don't mind melt us, please.
Yeah,
I
did it.
I like my brain as it is.
I didn't mean to, Valentina.
Still.
So, well, there's people there. What are we going to do?
All right.
Discuss.
All right. Well, there's people, there's soldiers, they're hostile.
I'll be right back.
All right.
To be determined if they're hostile, but I do think that this is the quickest that we've pissed somebody off.
Actually, it took like 20 some minutes.
Still the quickest because when we got to the when we got to the remnants world, it took us a hot minute to find them.
Yeah,
Hey.
it took you a total of 30 minutes before they showed up, and then the guy walked around your vehicle for a couple minutes, and then he finally rapped on the door and tried to get some answers, and Andrani went all children on the corn on him.
Not the children of the corn.
An interesting Valentina is that they recognized it. They recognized it as a psionic attack.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting. They're more sophisticated than
we got a case of psychosis here.
They did say that, but they recognize it basically for what it was. They might be more sophisticated than we think.
That or they think psychosis is some sort of disease that gives people strange powers.
Well, there was no. What was the visual effect when you use your powers? By the way.
Nothing. I think they're invisible. I think they. Let me check here.
Because lots of psionic powers are not invisible.
No. Yeah. Okay. Gaining powers, using powers. Okay,
Special
disruption. Effects. Okay. Okay. Powers, using powers. Disruption. Mm-hmm.
It's they call it trappings.
I got it here. Yeah. Okay. Trappings. All right. Okay. Okay. You want Indrani's power to have a trapping?
Well, I'm saying, does it? I mean,
I hadn't thought about it, but I could. I could say that it. Like when ghosts come through, it lowers the temperature, makes it colder. We could say that if you want to.
Okay.
All right. Let me mount that on Andrani's character sheet. Psi causes coldness. So they would have noted it got real cold in the vehicle and all around. Cold.
So, like, possibly even frost suddenly
appears on the windows. On a critical failure, one would think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The windows are all frosted.
It's
Oh,
part of
suddenly got all
some of the
frosted up.
windows.
Yep, everyone
Yeah.
got frost on there. Yeah, her glasses all frosted up.
In the medium blast template or whatever.
Now
Large glass template.
we're pulling an anime effect. You know how
Yeah.
they get confused and all their glasses go white.
Pat likes anime. All right. Okay. So, well, never had that happen before. Okay. How long do you think they'll wait for us until they go back to whatever it was they were doing?
I'm sure they will probably wait for quite a while,
All right.
would be my guess.
Mhm.
Now, do we want to go back through and surprise them, or do we want to just give them a day and then go through?
Well, if we give them a
Well-
day, then they might be gone by then.
Well, we're here to make
For all I care, I mean,
we're here to make contact. I think we should try again to make contact.
well, the question is, do we do it again with the bus, or do we want to try to do it?
I think it'd be less intimidating if we just walk through, or it could be
Yes,
more
but,
surprising.
they
Certainly
could
easier to
probably
catch
tag you with
us.
a stun gun if you walk through.
I am going to be a temporary blob. I'll be right back.
All right.
But we are going to have to talk to these guys at some point.
That is true.
I mean, unless you want to, like, write. Now that you know what language it is, write out like some kind
So,
of
what language did the guy
introduction.
speak?
Well, the
Was he
original
speaking
language
Persian?
was Persian, but
That's not what I
language
asked.
the question would be, what language did I get from looking at the list to see what the. Well, actually, it doesn't matter
That was
because they know
Persian.
all the different languages, so we can just write it in English and they'll translate it.
The drone started talking to you in English because you asked if it could
Right.
understand English.
But I mean,
What
even if it's
language?
not-
What language
it's-
did the guy who came up to the door speaking?
Okay, that's for me. I wasn't sure it was going. You were asking Mark that.
No, Mark was
yeah.
in the back. I was in the front. I wanted to
Um,
know what language he was speaking.
He was speaking English, but with a very strange accent.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Give me a notice check on that.
This is the guy who was asked to surrender and stuff.
Initially he said he wanted to know, he wanted the IDs and the names of everybody in the vehicle.
Okay.
I got a 10.
10. Okay. So he said it in English, but he said it in a kind of almost a robotic fashion, more like he was reading it or repeating it rather than just saying it himself.
Okay. Interesting.
Almost like he was
Like he had a translator?
like he had a translator and he was phonetically trying to say what he was hearing.
Okay.
But
Well,
still,
do we want to send like an advance party on foot, like 2 people on foot?
All right. That sounds
I
like a good
suggest that we
idea.
send a message first. Even if they don't speak English natively, they at least have some way to translate it so they can understand it. So we can write out a message and say we're.
What do you want to write, Mark?
Is there some reason why you're choosing to speak English when, in fact,
We
know
speak
that
their
the
language.
primary language is Farsi and you were able to speak it?
Well,
Yeah,
then we could.
I don't know.
Okay, then do it in Farsi. But whatever we
Because
do
you
it
can't
in,
write Farsi. That's why.
Why can't you write Farsi?
Well, we've already gone back through the portal, right?
Yeah, but you all do Farsi. So
I thought the language went away.
it does. So the first person back through was whoever was in the back of the vehicle. So that would be who would that
Somebody.
be? Who was the person? I guess it would have been you, Mark.
Yeah.
Furthest back, you're the one in the back, so your native tongue is English, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone's speaking English now.
All right.
But
So-
yeah.
Well, my
I'm
question is, instead of a note, why don't we just send 2 people on foot through, and the rest of the team can back them up if need be.
Because
All
it's
right.
a lot harder to take a node hostage than to take 2 people
my God.
hostage.
I mean, we could also just go back to IDET and say that there's people there, and that's it.
No. No, we do want to meet him at some point, say something saying, send us some ambassadors or, we're travelers, we don't know much about your world or something.
Yeah. IDET, because it looked like one of those electrostatic domes, they were kind of hoping that you might be able to find out more information about the Tamellards and such. Like maybe these people actually knew them. So they did want you to come into contact with them.
I volunteer to walk through the portal. Anybody want to go with me?
I can. Or do you think they'd be scared of me?
I don't think they'll be scared of you.
All righty.
So I give the keys to
I'll walk through with
I can't
you.
remember Caitlin's name, so
Valentina or Val.
Valentina.
I'll give Caitlin's character the keys, Valentina the keys, and go. Basically, I'm not giving her the keys. It's just you're in charge of the bus,
Which is still running, I assume.
just still running on the platform. Yes,
All right.
we got fuel. We'll use it.
Okay.
Fringe bus.
Well, you drove
There we
500
go.
miles to get here.
Yeah.
So,
That's true.
Fringe bus. It's basically like a tour bus because it has like the beds and the bunks in the back, and
Yeah.
so it's a tour bus, But
Awesome sauce.
weaponized. The weaponized tour bus that can fly and be submerged
okay.
and hover, and is all-wheel drive.
I think it'd be easier for you to say what it doesn't do.
It doesn't do the Lindy.
You can't
Triple
run it on
Lindy.
2 wheels.
Oh, it's what?
I said you can't run it on 2 wheels.
No, because it does weigh 30 tons.
Well, he
So-
probably
Well,
could.
even if you got it up on the side, you'd be running it on 8 wheels.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Actually, in the back, they're dualies, so
Yeah,
it's like
2, 4, 5, 6 wheels, not 8.
no, it's actually 8, 9, 10, 11. It's got 12 wheels.
Yes.
Look at the picture.
Yeah,
Aha.
but I said if you get it up on its side,
Oh,
it'd be
okay,
running on
yeah,
6 wheels. You can never run it on 2.
that's true.
That depends on how you drive it. Don't say
if
that
it's
and say
got 6
challenge
wheels
accepted.
and you're running on 2, you ain't running. It weighs 60. If it weighs 30.
What's that?
I said if it weighs 30 tons and it normally runs on 6 wheels and you're running it on 2, you ain't running.
No. No, I don't think so.
You're like a cat with his back broken, dragging himself on his front.
Pretty much, yeah.
Challenge accepted.
But it can hover, so it really doesn't need to do that. So anyhow,
Yeah.
All
All right.
I'm going to go through with the 2 of them on foot.
so just
Okay.
to be clear, I'm wearing my environmental suit with my plate carrier armor over it. I do have pistols.
Okay.
I'm not taking rifles.
All right.
I will have my helmet on, but my visor open.
Okay. I will also have my environmental suit tagged the same way that it is, and I am carrying my pistol.
And I am going to have my heavy armored suit on
What's
with
your
my
heavy
helmet
armored suit?
closed, sealed, and carrying my rifle, pistol on the hip. But I'm basically Overwatch security.
Okay, he's our Imperial Space Marine.
Yep.
I look
That's
at
no
I look at Alpin and say, because he has his face, so we can't see your face. Is that correct?
Correct.
So I say to him, doing a Mandalorian impersonation.
No.
Yes, he is. Valentina says from the
He's doing
from
his
the bus.
flying spaghetti monster impression because this is the way.
It's nice that Indrani still watches the classics.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
Yeah, that is true. Indrani's dad is a big sci-fi nut.
All right, so are the three you going to walk out, arm in arm or something?
Well, yeah, it'll be myself and then Indrani and then Alpin.
Okay, so the three of you are going to walk out single.
So that just leaves two people behind, or?
Yes, we're leaving you behind on the bus with
Valentina.
Unless
with
you want to go
Valentina.
for some reason.
Well,
I
was thinking of playing my card, but I'm not sure there's an in-character reason why I want to go, such that I'd be able to play that card.
That's up to you, brother.
Everybody was deciding whether or not they were going to do that. They were going to go. So whatever reason you want to give yourself is your reason. No one is saying you got to stay or you got to go. So
yep, I'm just saying this is what we
kind
should
of an
do.
ad hoc thing.
We're just going to go and make contact.
All right.
And I wanted to make sure that you guys were safe, the ones that didn't want to go, and I wanted to make sure the bus was safe. So,
all right.
Okay. No, I will. I will not go through at this point.
Nope.
I'll wait for you guys to
I signed for it. I'll be in trouble.
If you do not come back within a while, I'm going to try to go through and look around, or at least send them.
Well, then that's when Valentina drives through and opens up with the guns and the missiles.
Well, hell yeah.
Okay.
Don't gotta tell me twice to do that.
Okay. All right.
So just before they walk through, Indrani says, "So this bus is like the urban assault vehicle from Stripes, but better."
Yes.
Okay.
Much better.
Now we go through.
Not a 1980s bus. It's a year 2929 bus.
All right, so the three of us walk through.
So is this size
Get the long coats, boys.
So it's the size of a school bus, is what you're saying?
It's the size of a Greyhound bus.
Okay.
It's 40 feet long by let's see, where's the numbers? 40 foot by 13 foot high by 8 foot wide.
Okay. All right.
The picture's right there in the chat.
Okay. I see it.
And then the ODT below it is the Word document, which all the information on it.
Right. Okay.
I put a lot of effort into this.
See, I know. Okay. I just didn't review it right before I started this. Okay.
I know.
I was busy trying to get the stuff together for the middle campaign. My homework. All right. So you guys go walking through. And you see that there's a whole bunch of, you see there's a whole bunch of cannons, it looks like, all set around you. And there's a bunch of what looks to be like more cannons up on kind of like spindly leg type things, big, kind of reminiscent of, Mars attacks, and there's a bunch of
I give them the hands, the palms up kind of thing, going, "Hey, we're good."
Okay, and
the chirp.
And
what was that?
There's there's some like kind of like semis that have some more like gun emplacements on them. And there's probably a good 100 people out here right now. And by the way, just so you also see some things look like ambulances. with flashing lights on them.
Yeah, because they
Oh,
expect
fun.
to shoot themselves with as
And
many
there's a whole
as many
and
layers as they have.
and there's a bunch of people that again they look like they've got like shoulder they're like you come through and they suddenly start standing up holding up these oblong things. They look like like I said, they're kind of like iPads. Okay, they're holding them up as high as possible.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
And
that they're filming.
yeah. So I mean, this is kind of like it's when you go through all of somebody goes, you hear a whistle go off, you're like wee wee wee, and all of a sudden things, lights that were on, like another dozen lights come on and stuff like that, and you just see that the whole area is surrounded by stuff. And anyways,
A party for
yeah,
me?
party
You shouldn't
here.
have.
All right. And you hear a loudspeaker say in English, please continue to move forward. Stop at the big orange X on the ground, if you would, please.
No, I'm not going to sit there and let you disintegrate me. I say, I will not, in Farsi, I will say, I will not allow you to pull down my pants and sodomize me.
Okay.
Did we understand that, or we did not?
You hear like a
you will not probe me. I've caught them off guard, which is exactly what I was.
Yeah, you really did. It was like please move forward. Please move forward to where you will be able to effectively communicate. There is a podium with a number of recording and amplification devices. Okay, that will allow you to be clearly heard. Okay.
Right.
Please do not approach any personnel, especially if you are suffering from any kind of communicable disease.
So, my mind, as my character, I'm immediately thinking the day the Earth stood still when he comes down the ramp and the Klaatu Rada Niktu thing.
Yeah.
There you go.
So my character's going, oh, this is too funny. And I will walk up to where the X is with Indrani, and I assume Indrani is going to come.
Yeah,
I'll follow you.
Yeah, there's a big X, okay, and it's orange, and off to the
I look up in the air to make sure
X,
nothing.
There's actually like something like a small. It's more like a small platform, okay, with these stands coming up and aiming in your direction.
Okay, I look up above the X to make sure there's not like a 10,000 ton weight suspended above it.
No, but you're seeing more drones appearing as things come flying in. There's let me make a luck check here. One drone actually smashes into another one, and both of them go down, crashing and sparking onto the ground.
Should we not react, or should we all go?
Well, it's not actually like right over top of you, but it's nearby. It's like it's a total of it lands like 10 feet away. So
okay,
could have been a lot further, but it didn't.
All right.
All right.
Do I see the guy with the cattle prod?
No, there are guys like him, but that particular guy probably not. I mean, how long were you gone, by the way, before you decided to come back?
Probably about 8 hours.
Yeah. He's not there right now. So there are other people there. It looks like you gave them plenty of time to make a reception for you.
That's fine. Sure. I mean, as long as we're not being shot to death, I'm pretty much okay with
If I
it.
catch one looking my direction, because I stayed back at the portal, I'm just going to give devil horns.
Oh, so you're not up. So it's Indrani and Kit, and you're back where the portal is.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I'm
Good to
watching
know.
their back.
Okay.
Good
So
to
you
know.
notice that one of those big cannon things, okay, is aimed right at you.
All right. Okay. Indrani will step up to the microphone, microphones, plural, and say in a clear, normal voice, "Hello, my name is Indrani Vatikutti, and I accept your kind and pleasant welcome to your world."
Okay.
Ooh, Barracuda.
He says, are you or are you not allied with Free Oceania?
No, we are not. We are not aligned with Free Oceania.
Are you or are you not suffering from a neurological derangement, pressure sickness of any kind?
I am not currently suffering from a derangement or a pressure sickness.
Is that true of the other two individuals?
As far as I know, yes.
Okay. So why are you wearing pressure suits?
Because we didn't know what kind of environment we were walking into, and that's what I had on. So
And it's cold in here.
it's chilly. Got to keep the nether bits warm.
Aside to Kit, that's disgusting.
Can
I
you
know. I'm keeping them on their toes.
Can you remove your helmet so that we might be able to
I've got my
force
visor
better?
open. So I turn my helmet and pop it off.
I pop mine off too.
All right.
Give them the B.
Yeah, Alpin,
Warm,
are
friendly
you doing
smile.
anything?
Nope, I'm just keeping Overwatch.
Okay.
Hack.
And there's a
right.
dog behind Kaitlin.
It says,
That's not a dog. That's a horse.
Indeed, it is a horse.
Sorry about
Hey.
earlier. We didn't
Please.
know where we were coming into and didn't realize we would get you all upset.
all right. He says, what kind of he says, are you using some kind of stealth technology to appear and disappear in front of us?
No.
Can you explain better as to, says perhaps a better question would be, what do you hold allegiance?
We're from IDET.
Interdimensional exploration team.
Well, we went through how we appeared and disappeared was through a
All right. To repeat, you said that you are part of an interdimensional exploration service.
Yep.
Okay.
Or an
And by dimensions, you don't mean like length, width, depth.
time, space, all of that.
No, that's not the kind of dimensions we're talking about.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about.
No, not death.
So
Are you Oh.
Yeah.
Isn't that what we're doing?
He says, so you are claiming to be
3 dimensions.
aliens to our world?
Bingo!
Yes.
Give that man a raise. He's quick.
People, you're hearing this. This is kind of a low, chatter roar coming from ahead of you, where people are like apparently are narrating as they're
So
taking your
Oceana,
pictures as you can't understand anything that they're saying because of course they're all talking simultaneously.
So I lean over to Indrani and I say, Oceana is basically the all the islands in the South Pacific,
Also a
like
good
Indonesia
restaurant
and
too.
everything, and like all Micronesia and all that. That's all part of Oceania, including
I'm
technically
yes.
Australia. So
I
they asked
didn't
if we
sleep
were
the
from
geography
Oceania.
class yet.
Oh, I don't know what you did.
All right, fine.
I just read about it because I was watching Survivor.
Oh, one of those. All right.
Yeah, they're up to like season 72, 77 or whatever.
Oh yeah,
Looked pretty
yeah,
cool.
my mother
All of it's
watched it when I
scripted
was
and
young.
fake.
Yes.
So yeah, we're here to meet you people and
Hmm.
be peaceful and be fruitful.
Yes. To establish a good rapport with you and your people.
We just didn't want to get shocked to death by what's the guy outside the truck earlier. So outside of our vehicle earlier.
Where is your vehicle?
In another dimension.
In another dimension. Of course it is.
Okay, wander over yonder.
But we didn't want it to be destroyed by your very impressive and mighty weaponry.
And the giant cannon that's pointed up at the portal entrance there.
Yeah.
And of course there's other cannons that are pointed at you guys.
You have so many cannons and we have but ourselves, so
he says, pay no attention to them. They're just for your protection.
yeah, usually when they're protecting it's not pointed at you. So
that's what
that's
what they said the last place we went.
You point the boomstick at the other guy, not yourself, because that would just be dumb.
Okay, we are now going to send some people forward to. You appear to be armed.
So do you.
As are you.
Well, we have regulations for that sort of thing.
As do
we. So do I.
Yes, but they are going to relieve you of your armaments.
Removal of private property.
You will comply, yes?
Why?
Because people carrying armaments is detrimental to the safe running of our city.
I believe you have plenty of weapons pointed at us. I mean, it would be stupid for me to attempt to attack you with a sidearm.
Agreed.
Right. That's why we're going to collect them.
You have no need to collect them. I am not attempting to collect your weapons.
If you wish, if it is possible to take your weapons and send it off to where you say you're keeping your vehicle and return without them, then that would be preferable. And
okay, we can do that.
Problem.
Yes, we can do that.
No one is here to steal your stuff.
Removal of private property without due process against our laws. Probably yours too.
And I'll hand him my 2 pistols.
I'll hand him my 1 pistol.
And say, Alpin, go ahead and go back and let him know what we're doing. I don't want you to have to give up your weapons and your armor and stuff, so just go ahead and
no one's asked you to get out of your armor. They just simply asked you to take your helmet off so that you could speak clearer.
All right.
Okay. When do you want me to step back through?
Just once we walk back over to the portal, you can just like do that little back up into it, like kind of like the disappear into the hedge thing.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Now, when do you want me to come back?
I don't know, use your best judgment.
Okay.
Because you're gonna know so much about what's going on once you're on the fringe path.
Well, I mean, just kind of go. I think that's long enough. I mean, it's up to you.
I am gonna take their weapons and then I'm going to slowly back through. That way they see every bit of it.
Okay. I think we should bring the whole team out.
Well, let's not be too hasty.
Hmm.
Let's see what happens to us. I mean, if they screw us over, then we'll at least only part of us will die. Some of us will. I mean,
I wish you wouldn't have put it that way.
well, it's
Mark, do you
realistic.
have any things you want to ask Alpin? Valentina? He's just kind of like not reacting.
So Alpin comes in.
I'm on the other side though. You came
Yeah,
back.
Alpin just came back.
Just came back.
Okay, I say
So,
what the
what's
fuck
going
happened?
on?
Everybody talks at once.
What the fuck happened?
Oh, they had to give up their weapons, so I brought them back.
That's all? Are they? So
They're talking.
What did they say then? I mean,
Because we're
They
not
said
licensed.
did they want to
to carry
deal with
weapons
IDET?
there.
Did you tell them that you are IDET or?
Oh yeah, they were
Okay,
told.
so they're cool with IDET.
Never said that.
Who are they?
We didn't
I
say
have no
that.
idea if they're cool with IDET or not.
Okay, but who are they? Are they like the government or?
They did not say.
No.
We're still working
Is this a country?
problem.
Like what's the country called?
Still working on that.
It's been like 10 minutes there, Ken. You've heard everything that's occurred, so we haven't really had a chance.
Then.
It hasn't been like a long time. So,
I mean, it is our job. I think these guys are sort of threatening, but it is our job, and at least they're not Mellors.
How do you know?
Well, I really don't.
You're never going to know who's a Meller now.
they're all Mellors. Kill everybody.
I'm going to give it like 20 minutes, and then I'm going to poke my head through again.
Okay.
Just ahead.
I mean,
all right.
yeah,
While you're gone, you hear say, "Is your associate going to come back, or shall we just proceed with the two of you?"
What are we proceeding with?
Well, I think that it would be best if we were to go someplace where you could get out of your.
You got my clothes? Take up my clothes so bad.
And they like you, kid.
It's just weird.
I'm sure they're uncomfortable, and of course there's no need for a pressure suit here inside the city.
Who are you people? Are you going to tell me that before we, I mean, normally I get a dinner and a movie before I get.
Yeah. He says, I am Captain Zim, and I am the officer on in charge of this this operation to ascertain who the trespassers are
Okay.
at this corporate warehouse. And of course, it appears to be quite a bit
Corporate
more than
warehouse.
that, being that we have vehicles that are appearing and disappearing and people that are appearing and disappearing. So, the mayor thought it would be a good idea for us to do our best to encourage you to come and answer some questions with him.
So if you're a captain and the mayor's directing you, you must be like local militia.
No,
Are you corporate security?
I am security for the town, for our city.
Okay, so this is just a city.
Yes, this is a city. Okay, this is the trading city of Neptune.
Trading Neptune.
Yes.
So he's like the sheriff.
Named
he's
for
the sheriff. Zim.
Sheriff Zim.
I am Captain Zim. For acting, the highest ranking officer here.
I've so wanted to say this before. I'm going to do it. Take
All right.
me to your leader.
Okay.
But I have to let
Well,
him
there
know
are
where I'm
reasons
going.
people say
He
that.
says,
You know.
please come this way, and we would appreciate it if you would not give any interviews with the press until the mayor's had a chance
I
to
wave
talk
at the
to you.
press.
They get very, very excited, you know, and the sound rises as they're all talking. They're looking at you and they're all talking, but like they're talking at you, except they're obviously not talking loud enough for their voices to reach you. So you just
Is
this whole
Andrani giving the
sound coming at you. This just like a cacophony.
Indrani
but
does
at same-
the princess wave.
yeah, no, they're holding their their iPads and stuff.
Indrani hasn't
So-
seen this much press since the press conference where they announced she was Fringeworthy. That was a couple years ago.
We need to let them know that we're going to go with these guys. So
All right.
can y'all wait a minute while I go and let them know that we're going to go with you guys?
All right, we're going to back a vehicle up to your location. Okay, while you do that, okay, and then if you just come back and get inside the vehicle, we'll just take you off over to the mayor's reception.
All right.
So I go. Well, I think both of us should go.
I think we should all go.
Yeah.
Well, I think both of us should go back through the portal, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
Tell them what's going on.
Agreed.
So we go through the portal.
Bloop.
This has got to blow their minds. We just keep disappearing in front of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's all being recorded by hundreds of recording devices.
You go back over to the bus and say,
Mark, Valentina.
Are we dying?
Alpin.
Not yet.
Not yet.
No, they
going
want
to
us
meet-
to go see the
So
mayor.
now, who are
We have
they?
to go. We're going to see the mayor. They're
We're off to see the wizard.
Yeah, we're seeing the mayor of a town. We've been speaking with Captain Zim, who is like
I
the
told them to
sheriff
take
of
them.
the
I told
town.
them to take me to their leader.
I figured
Yeah,
that's what you
there is a
wanted to
reason
do.
why people say that. It didn't come from nowhere.
Anyway, everybody de-arm, and we're off to see the mayor.
Well, you just want to leave the bus here?
Sure, it's safe.
Sure about
Yeah,
that?
I leave my new automatic weapon that I barely know how to use in the bus.
I said we
I
pull
will
the
teach
bus
you how.
through and lock all of our weapons in the bus.
I agree. I don't want to leave it for the pirates.
Charging up the bus while you're doing
Right.
that.
Exactly.
Could you go
While
ask
you're
them if that's
on.
okay?
Hey,
I don't
Bruce,
think
I have
they
a
think it's
question.
okay, I'm doing it.
Fair enough. Anyway.
Okay.
Am I able to conceal pistols inside my armor?
Yeah.
Well, the answer is that if you conceal pistols inside your armor, then you've got a whole issue about the integrity of your armor. In other words, you could have a zippered pocket that you have a pistol inside of your armor because it's kind of bulky. But if you wanted it to be like airtight or whatever like that, then that would be a problem. Okay?
Yeah, I'm talking.
If your armor is kind of an oversuit over top of your inner environmental suit, then that would be much easier for you to do than to. If you just wanted to just hide weapons and things like that inside your armor that you could get access to later on when you opened your armor up, that would be different. So it's just a matter of access and under what conditions would you have, what conditions could they be subject to, and what conditions would you have access to them?
I'm kind of thinking about trying to hide two pistols to where they can't be seen by a good search.
Well, like I said, if seen is not the same thing as somebody actively searching you as far as touching you and stuff like that, or if you're using some kind of detection device. So, like I said, if you're using metallic ceramic plates and things like that in your armor, then anything that's behind that is probably not going to be very easily picked up.
Right,
So
right.
yes, you can conceal a weapon.
So the question is, you won't have easy access to it.
No.
Under those conditions.
Right. But I would have access to it eventually.
Yes.
All right.
My,
I'm going to hide one of Kit's pistols.
That's not easy to do because they're long. They're big Western style pistols.
Long barrels. It's like
I,
peacekeepers.
my grandfather used to watch a television show where the main man had a pistol up his sleeve, like a derringer.
I am over 6 feet tall.
Yes.
Well, why don't you just take a pistol? We
All
have
right.
lots of pistols. I mean,
Yeah.
you'd probably want something that holds like a lot more bullets than 6.
Hey, I'll hide 2 Glocks. They're
Okay.
small enough.
I figure. I mean, I've got like a little 380 that disappears in your hand, so
Yeah.
that's all the bigger it is. So
Yeah.
not hard to hide.
Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, I'm going to hide a couple of pistols under my armor.
All right.
I have left my weapons, but I do have my little taser that shoots out the elements and can be used as the touch stun. So I do have that on my belt.
Okay. Is anybody coming out here without wearing an environmental suit and stuff, just wearing like something more similar to normal clothing? Or are you
I guess we
all
could do
still-
that. I
I
will do
will.
that.
Yeah,
I will.
I'll just
I
have
won't.
a normal IDET uniform on it, assuming there is such a thing.
I had no intention
There's
of
a
wearing an
IDET
environmental
uniform.
suit.
They've had that from the beginning.
Okay,
Yeah,
then yeah.
It's the amazing Velcro uniform.
Yeah, I'm wearing jeans, cowboy boots, a flannel shirt, t-shirt, got a quilted vest on, cowboy hat.
Oh my God.
What?
He's ready to do the two-step.
I'm wearing my the hard armor, but I found a cowboy hat big enough to fit on top.
Oh dear God! I don't allow it.
Kit 2.0.
How big is that? Like a 20-gallon hat, or
For his fat ass head, it would be like it would look more like a pimp hat than anything else.
I think I'm the only one wearing the armor.
I think you are.
Yes.
I've got a vest on underneath my my quilted vest is actually armored, but my organ. Yeah, that's fitting.
Oh my God.
Some sort of ceremonial headwear.
There you go. More fun for everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, so the only person really wearing visible armor is Alpin.
Who's wearing IDET clothes?
Indrani is.
And Mark
Indrani.
is.
Yeah.
And
Mark?
Valentina.
And Valentina is.
Wearing IDET clothes with a jacket, with one of my jackets over it.
Okay.
Okay.
Non-IDET jacket. The jacket.
It's a
All right.
civilian style jacket. Leather jacket?
Yep.
Figures.
Actually, yes.
Okay. So we're good to go.
All right. So you come back through, and
I still have my holsters on, but not my no pistols in them.
okay. And ahead of you, where that orange X still is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, wait.
You see
I'm not-
Yes, sir.
we're actually going to pull the bus through
Okay.
and then depart the bus.
Right. Okay.
And I
So
hit the little button. Whoop, whoop.
and you lock it up. Huh?
Lights flash.
There you go.
Sorry, that cracked me up.
Uh-huh.
I'm just picturing a big ass bus doing that. It's funny.
Willie, I kill me.
I do. I kill myself. Dang. Okay. And then we open the door and all get out of the bus, and
Yeah.
there's more of us than there were before.
Hello.
Okay. So
Flat
you
tube,
guys start
right next
walking
to you.
up. Yeah, and there's this big, there's this big, roar of sound coming. Again, you're, the things lit up. There's lights going back and forth. It's a very much of a walk of fame kind of thing going on here. It's like
Doing the finger gun.
You're waiting to hear do 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 do.
Oh, I'm dying.
That would be
hysterical.
Anyways, and there's this vehicle, okay, with the back open, and it looks very much like a SWAT type vehicle. Okay, big bus, rounded, it's got wheels on it,
They go round and round,
Yeah, it's like clamshell open on the back, and so. And there's a bunch of people there. They're wearing body armor and such, and but they're all smiling at you. Come on,
we come in peace. Shoot to kill.
Please enter the vehicle. He said, don't worry. The mayor's looking forward to meeting you.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Be happy.
Be happy now.
Is there a way to get on top of that vehicle?
You have to climb it, but yes, of course there is.
I don't think it's that tall, but yeah, I'll climb on top.
Yeah, it's that tall.
Okay. Someone's going to say, hey, please, no, it's not safe. Please go inside the vehicle.
I'm claustrophobic.
Oh, jeez.
Now, if they have reporters around, did the reporters say anything that
The reporters are all saying stuff. They're there. There's this huge crowd of people that all have these big books, and they're aiming this way and that. They're all talking simultaneously, looking straight at you guys. Okay.
I want to try to make out
lots of them are waving their ones. Sometimes they'll wave their hands at you, trying to get your attention.
I know they don't want us to answer the reporters.
I'll look at one that's waving. Can I read the sign?
It's okay. The back side of it is obviously some kind of a camera lens. Like I say, it's like an iPad. There's one section that looks like it's got a camera device on it or something like that. You can probably So they're aiming that towards you, and that's
I'm gonna look for a cute one, and then I'm gonna bring my hand up to where my mouth would be visible if I had my helmet off, and then basically blow a kiss to her.
Okay.
Entertain them.
There you go.
All right, yeah, and the guys in armor that are around you, they all laugh when you do that. He says, "But seriously, sir, you got to get off the vehicle. We can't move the vehicle with you on it." Okay.
Well, I can't ride in it.
Just get in the vehicle, dude. Don't be a pain in the ass.
Must have fallen asleep too. Don't be a pain in the ass, class.
All right. Somebody comes up and says, would you be willing to ride, in a smaller vehicle, with the windows down?
And your head out the window.
How about I ride in the front of this vehicle? How's that?
No, it's not designed for not, for unauthorized people. But you can ride with this guy over here. He'll ride you. in a vehicle, you can sit up on the front seat there.
I look over at that vehicle.
Okay, he says, please bring a zebra vehicle around for the for one of the newcomers to ride behind the main vehicle. All right.
Oh, and I tell the guy who's controlling our vehicle,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mess with the bus. It'd be a bad idea. Just leave it where it's at, okay?
I have no information about that. I'm
Well,
sorry.
tell your Captain Zito.
Yes, yeah. Okay, all right. This is this is Sergeant Blake. Be advised that the interacting with the newcomer vehicle could be hazardous to personnel. Just a warning given to me by one of them. Yes, sir. Okay. They acknowledge your message, and they assure you that your vehicle will be kept safe.
Unmolested.
Wonderful.
So who wants to be Weezak? And I'll be Bob.
Okay. So, anyways, they're trying to, usher you, into the big armored vehicle.
Yeah, I go.
I'll get in the car.
Okay, you get in the car.
Sounds good.
All right, and they basically they move the reporters and people back, and they start rolling through, picking up speed, and you get a kind of a let's see how many. Oh, that's quite a bit. Okay, so there's a total of 10 more vehicles that are following you guys.
That's a lot.
All right. And you guys start, heading down more toward the main part of the city. This is kind of out in the warehouse district of some kind, and you're moving, and there's other cars, but you can see these things are like trying to create a space around it. Okay, when suddenly you're inside, and all of a sudden you hear these guys, start, the vehicle you're on just rocks. Okay, like pow, something happens. Alpin, someone's going to try really hard to hit your vehicle with a missile. So hold on a second.
Uh-oh.
Okay, that is a success. So your vehicle just got hit with a missile. Let's see here. How much damage do you take? Okay, that explodes.
That doesn't sound
literally.
good.
11. So that's 11. That's 17. 20. 20 points of damage.
Ouch.
So what does that do to you, Alpin?
Well, I believe the hard armor gives me a 14.
That's it.
Okay. So that's 6 points. So that's a wound.
Plus, I have.
Is it 14 in addition to your toughness?
It is 14, and my toughness is. Let's see, 7. So 21.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, the vehicle basically spins and crashes, into like a side wall of the thing you were going on, because this basically came from some overhang. They just started shooting, and this thing crashes into the side of the wall. Your driver is unconscious, possibly dead. Okay.
Oh, no.
The vehicle itself is on fire. What is your reaction to this?
Okay, using comms, I'm gonna tell the group just got struck by a missile, and then I'm gonna try and get out of the vehicle and take the driver with me.
Are you still alive?
I'll check when I get to safety.
I meant you.
Did you see us get hit by a missile too?
Oh yeah.
Something whacked into our vehicle as well. Are we like on our side? Are we? What are we? What's going on?
Your vehicle has suffered a lot of damage to the wheels and stuff. There's definitely a big dent on the side of it. But other than that, it seems to be intact. He's in a much smaller vehicle.
Okay.
As a
We are
matter
no
of fact,
longer moving. I'm guessing.
There seems to be a crackling all around the vehicle you're in right now. Almost if they had some kind of shielding going on.
Okay, are we the only ones in this vehicle then?
You're with a whole bunch of soldiers or peacekeepers or whatever.
I'm like, what are we doing here? What's going on, guys?
I didn't realize we went into the Hunger Games.
Yeah. Anyways, someone yells. He says, you know, unfriendly's trying to gain control of the assets. Don't worry, stay. You know, you're safe here. He says, protect you. Don't worry. He says, what? You know, what's the code, sir? What's the code? And basically, they come back and you see them, you know, essentially, you know, taking positions, aiming at the doors, and you feel the vehicle lurch forward, again, you know, apparently still moving. So so you guys are still moving forward. These guys are like watching doors, you know, the back doors to see if anything's trying to come through that, which hasn't happened yet. All right. So Alpin, you're trying to drag this guy out.
Yep.
Of the vehicle. Okay, fine. All right. You're doing that, and so because you're doing that, you miss when a lot. Just a whole squad of guys literally just kind of come down from the overpass and
is he getting kidnapped?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And basically hose you with something. It's basically it's like foam. It just basically just foams all over you, over the guy you're holding on to.
Containment foam.
And then like a couple of seconds later, you suddenly feel a lurch, and you feel like you're swinging back and forth.
Oh, he's getting kidnapped.
So the foam's hardened.
The foam is hard enough. It's actually kind of soft and givey, but not enough to, which is intentional. It means you pull against.
It's like the crash foam from Demolition Man.
Over comms.
Yes.
I'm being kidnapped.
Help! I'm being oppressed.
No, he's just getting
Well,
kidnapped.
this ought to be interesting.
I say by whom?
I don't think this
doesn't know.
The guys that shot the missiles, I'm assuming.
Isn't this the second time you've gotten kidnapped?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
if he'd stayed with you guys, it would have been, you know. But no, he made a target of himself. So yeah.
Uh-oh.
So he was low hanging fruit.
Hey, it's a good way to make contact with two of the prime troops area.
Right. And these guys go and these guys just damn Frisioniana agents. You know, damn them all to hell.
What did he say?
He said, damn free Oceania agents.
Oh, Free Oceania. That's who they thought we were part of?
That's what they asked you if you were,
Yeah.
and you said no.
Yeah, that's right.
No, that's right.
Okay.
We're not with them.
So what is a
Anyway.
Free Oceania agent?
Them.
Anyways,
those guys.
so you're still driving forward with the remains of their entourage, their and you have been. I'll tell you right now, you're basically being yanked through the air by a drone. Drone's literally flying you through the darkness.
Fly me to the moon.
Uh-oh.
Let me play among the stars.
Yes, you still have your hand around the arm of this guy that you were pulling out. So you and this guy are foamed together somehow. Do you wish to let go
tell
of him?
if he's alive?
You can't tell. You can't tell anything. You're completely covered over with this goop. You're just foamed up.
This goop.
Yeah.
He's gooped. It's a goop.
I guess it's a way to get over my claustrophobia, right?
I guess
No,
so.
if you had real claustrophobia, you'd be in so much trouble right now.
Yeah, I know.
Rapid claustrophobia cure. Alpin achieved it.
You may achieve claustrophobia before this is over. All right. Shortly thereafter, okay, you feel yourself hit something like you land hard, except that you're covered with foam, so it doesn't hurt.
Alrighty.
Okay? You see a light, and stuff like that, and basically you're still. Are you still wearing a helmet?
Yes.
Okay. Essentially, you feel something really hot happen on your face. Okay. And basically red hot bits of plastic and metal basically splash onto your face, burning you.
What?
And then something just something jams in on your which part of your body?
It's an anal probe.
Okay, yeah, over. It's on the head, but yeah, over the side of your neck. Okay, you feel something jam into you, and then you feel this blast of air that just
they're inflating your head.
It's you get the feeling that they're either trying to knock you out or they're trying to give you air.
Or both.
Okay, because you're still all contained up with this stuff, but apparently they wanted to make sure you could breathe, so they did this.
So
I could breathe without the hole.
They don't know that.
No, I'm yelling that.
You breathe out the hole. Okay, yeah. Okay, it's like yelling through a pillow.
Oh my God! They killed Kenny.
You hear somebody yelling, "Don't worry, you're perfectly safe."
Except for the burning face thing.
Except, of course, for where the burning plastic is burned into your face and pocked you.
There you go.
Yeah. So, anyways, meanwhile, you guys have
environmental suits that have like an electric charge.
You hear the sound of metal being dragged under the vehicle as parts of the vehicle that have been blown off or bent underneath or dragging against the concrete of the ground that you're driving, and then all there's some bumps, and then finally they slow down and they stop, and these guys says, "Okay, we're clear. Okay." They look at you guys and says, "Don't worry, you're safe." He says, "You're in you're at City Hall.
I don't
you're fine."
feel very safe.
He says,
That's good to know.
Do you feel safe? I don't feel safe.
Anybody even the slightest bit curious about Alpin?
Yeah.
Alpin, are
So
you
what
dead?
happened to
I mean, I
Alpin?
asked what
What's going?
happened, but
Are you dead,
Well, are you
man?
going to ask? I mean, these guys is obviously there's this guy who's talking on a comm link to somebody.
I'm not dead. No.
That's good.
Are you sure about that?
You're not in communication with them at this point, Alvin.
Oh, we're not.
Out of range.
No, you distance
Hard.
and
Oh,
a
okay.
lot of concrete and a lot of other things have separated.
All right, so we're safe,
Yeah,
but where's our
concrete.
compatriot?
Okay, he says they're working on it. They're working on it right now.
Uh-huh.
Don't worry. There'll be a rescue mission.
One would hope
But-
so.
But the important thing is that you guys are safe.
All right, here we go.
You guys look totally underwhelmed by this fact that this guy has told you that.
Yeah, I'm
I mean, how
not
does he
overly
know?
impressed.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not feeling super safe at the moment since we were just attacked by your opposition forces.
That's
Yeah.
true.
It seems
don't
to
worry,
me
you're-
like you
you're-
don't
you're
have your
safe
shit
now.
together in your own city.
Yeah. So
I'm going to. Okay. Whenever you're ready, Bruce.
I think they probably think that you are a big enough prize, and by revealing themselves, it's quite possible we'll be able to round them up now. So thanks for that.
You're welcome. I'm gonna try to establish contact with Alpin.
Oh, good.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see. Telepathy
double ones.
ability. Yeah, I hope not. Yeah.
What's
Gee,
the
that'd be
range?
bad. 1 mile.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. -2 in casting. -1 general casting. So 6.
Okay. So
So I got a
still
normal
mile.
success. Is he
Which
within
is
a mile
mile.
of us?
You suddenly can hear, this murmuring, and then you can hear the voice of Valentina. I'm sorry, not Valentina. Indrani saying, "Alpin, Alpin."
Alpin, are you there?
I'm somewhere.
Oh,
Have you ever experienced telepathic communication with Indrani before?
Not that I know of.
I have practiced my mind reading on him, but I gave up because his mind is far too dirty. I kept getting images that were not very
Penises.
polite. Oh.
well, we
But
had the
penises.
failed
this is the first
telepathy.
time. This is the first time I've telepathied to Alpin.
Please don't kill me.
Okay, so
Jump in
Alpin,
water.
do you have any feeling that you're not talking to Indrani, Alpin?
Well, let me roll a d6. Evens.
Okay. Everybody
Evens.
gets to roll dice.
Evens, I think that Andrani's using her telepathy that she had mentioned that she had. Odds, I'm just thinking it's a voice in my head.
And he's going crazy?
Makes sense.
No, like my own voice talking to me.
Okay.
Odds, I rolled a 3.
You gonna respond to it still?
Alpin, do you know where you are? Can you describe where you are?
Well, gee, can't you see me? I'm encased in some sort of foam. Geez, now I'm talking to myself.
No, that's really me. I can't keep this the line open for many seconds.
Okay, they just drilled into my damn helmet and stuck a hose in.
Oh, you're fortunate. Nothing will come out. Sorry. Sorry for
They
that
hosed
joke.
him? Oh my
Well, we
god.
can't hear you say this anyway, right?
Yeah, that's true. You can't hear this unless I put everyone on the conference call, which I didn't do this time. Okay.
I have no idea where I'm at.
All right. But you are within a mile of me.
I'm fully encased in foam.
All right. Okay. I've got to drop. All right, he's within a mile. He's encased in foam. He tried to drill. They drilled into his helmet.
And what? Stuck a straw in it?
A hose of some sort.
Well, he has to be able to breathe somehow.
I guess so.
Well, all right then.
So
At least we know he's kind of okay.
Can he see? Is he just still just in the foam or what?
He's in the foam. He can't see anything.
And so they gave him air. Okay.
I think so.
I
Yes.
get it now.
Can he hear
I'm
anything?
the crash test dummy for the IDET armor smiths.
Okay.
They'll be very happy to hear about your operational test.
Out of game, the air gets colder around Indrani when she does this.
Okay.
It's like, yeah.
So only outside the game does it get cold.
No.
No.
Okay, so anyways, they've come over and they've they're making sure you get out of your harnesses that they put you inside the thing before they pulled you off. You notice that the vehicle is definitely tilted to one side, like maybe a bunch of tires or something, or are flat on one side or something.
I think you got a flat.
Don't worry about it. It's paid for by terrorists.
Brought to you by terrorism and the letter 7 or the number 7.
Right.
The letter 7.
Oh, really? I should give our vehicle those spy car things that allow them to run on flat tires for a while.
Anyway, so that was kind of what happened here, except they used a pony instead. But anyways, so they pull the clamshell gets pulled open. It's like not evenly, but it gets pulled open. There's a blast of compressed air. It's some line ruptures. There's a squirt of hydraulic fluid. Okay, and there's a bunch of people outside. One of them, is wearing like a big red, cross on their chest, something like that. He says, "Is anyone injured?" And they look over you. "Are you all okay?"
I pried.
Yeah.
Nobody hit your head
I'm not injured right now. No.
Didn't get a boo boo or anything?
No, not a boo boo.
No booze.
Use that word.
All right, we're okay. We it's just the shell protected us, and they're like, great, come on down. Let's do a quick check, anyways. And so they're coming over and they're shining lights in your eyes, checking your pupil response.
Oh, get away from me!
Does anybody happen to know?
Telling you to do the thing with your hand, they raise it up and down,
Anyone happen to know where our other friend went?
I'm sorry. I'm just triage control here at the at the city center.
Thank you anyway.
But I'm sure that somebody's checking into it right now. I mean, we people just don't disappear inside the city. That is not normally. I mean, not unless you're in that part of town.
Well,
We better speak with Captain Zim.
He unfortunately has had a getting kidnapped, so.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And about this time, this guy comes over and he pulls this helmet off and he says, "Hello, I'm Captain Zim," and he shakes your hands. "Thank you very much." And he says, "I'm really sorry about what happened to your friend. We have a really good line on recovering him. We'll let you know as that proceeds."
So what did he do? Actually get kidnapped?
Yes, he was actually kidnapped. We were assaulted by a group from Free Oceania. Apparently, they were attempting to collect you guys after all of the video and such that was being broadcast about your strange appearance, disappearance.
All right.
this terrorist group has been looking for a tactical advantage, and I'm sure that they thought that your colleague could provide that. So hopefully, the plus side is that he's probably very safe in that regard because he's more. But on the downside is that they're probably doing the best thing they can to get him away from being traced. So
there hasn't been like a ransom request, has there?
No, and I don't expect one either.
Well, he's within a mile.
And he looks at you suspiciously, saying, "And how do you know this?"
You heard about when we first arrived, how everyone got shocked?
Yes.
It's along those lines.
He looks at you. He says, "That doesn't make any sense."
I'll have to explain it to you, but I don't have time.
Well, okay. My job is to get you to go up in front of the mayor, and if you'd come this way, we'll get you there right away.
All right.
Okay. So he races you. You know, basically his soldiers, you know, in their armor or whatever, you know, they stowed their weapons and stuff like that, and they're basically holding on to your elbows and, you know, just trying to move you along, saying, "Are you all right? Here, watch that step." You know, he says, "Don't worry, there'll be refreshments." And anything they can think to say that would in any way, you know, hurry you along, but also give you a sense of a feeling of security and safety.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Someone says, "Nice hat to Kit." Anyways,
yeah,
so
it's really unfortunate that
they rush you
Alpin's
over
hat
to
got
an
destroyed.
elevator. The elevator goes up, you know, ping, door opens, beautifully rendered now, you know, atrium type area with a big dome on top of it, and there's all kinds of statuary, and I mean statuary as in like models and things like that all around. Big mahogany type desk, okay, off to the side, big set of doors. Doors are flung open. Standing there is this guy in what's, you know, basically it'd be like an Armani suit, like that.
Are the statues
he's
of
looking out at
particular
you.
people?
What's that?
Are the statues of particular people?
No, they're not statues. They're models. They're like models
Okay.
of various things. Well, some of them look like spaceships. Some of them kind of look like buildings. There's like, you know, some maps of trade routes and things like that. You know, there's there's a lot of stuff going on in this room that you really don't have time to look at because, you know, you're immediately captured by the very photogenic features of this man who's walking out to you. And he goes, he says, "Oh, it's so good to meet you. You know, please come into my office. I'm, you know, Mayor Cornelius Eggert. So please come on in and you know, it says, bring in some, you know, some purified water and any refreshments you might have. I'm sure that they would like to get a second to compose themselves after their harrowing trip to my office. I assure you that that isn't our normal rush hour traffic." Of course, it was still dark, but anyways, and you go in and there's this sumptuous office and there's all these leathery chairs and things like that. Nice floor is some kind of laminate. Okay, you're not quite sure what it is. It's you know, it's like linoleum, but at the same time, when you walk on it, the room feels hushed. Like, you know, there's a lot of sound deadening going on. Anyways, and so there's a bunch of chairs there, you know, and he tells you to please sit down and relax and catch your breath, as I know this has been a hard time for you. Meanwhile, back to Alpin, before we stop for the evening. Someone is basically something happens and you start hearing basically a voice kind of like inside, speaking to you, and it says, this is Alexander. I'm the leader of this cell of Free Oceania. He says, are you an ally or an enemy?
Nope, he's an
Well,
Alpin.
you kidnapped me.
I'm an Alpin.
Yeah, talking to Alpin.
I know.
Alright.
You say I'm an Alpin.
You
Uh-huh.
kidnapped me. So that kind of pisses me off.
I apologize. It was necessary in order to extract you from the clutches, of the World Combine. We are we are revolutionaries fighting a fight against much greater forces. I assure you, in no time was your life in danger. Which, of course, is an obvious lie since you got hit with a missile.
Except for getting hit by a missile, and except for a hole being drilled into my helmet when it didn't need to be.
You hear, that was just to make sure you had oxygen and your suit hadn't been your environmental controls in your pressure suit hadn't been damaged.
Well, now my environmental suit is damaged.
Okay. Well, we'll get that off of you as soon as we can.
When are you unfoaming me?
Doing it right now. Just relax. I'm using an induction broadcast so you can hear me. You can feel your arms kind of loosening up. By the way, you feel a lot of hands on you and stuff like that. If you could see on the outside, they're just peeling big sloppy chunks of stuff off of you as they melt the foam off of you.
Can I use my strength to flex and try and break some of it?
Sure, you can break your arms free.
I want to break free.
All right, they're going to make a smarts check. And, they rolled it super well. Oh, my goodness. Somebody has figured out how to unlatch your helmet. And they pull that off. And you look up and you see a whole bunch of people wearing, wearing armor and stuff like that, tactical helmets. And you can see that someone has something that looks an awful lot like a power washer. Okay. And they're, someone, they were like spraying that on. They're not actually doing it right now. Someone goes and takes a mask and puts it over your face and your eyes, like he says, keep that on your face until we get all the foam off of you. It's toxic.
Rolled a 10 to break for my strength check.
Yeah, well, I try. Okay, so what are you going to do with that?
Just basically flexing my arms and breaking them free.
You did. You broke your arms free.
Okay.
Do you want to do something else besides that?
Can I grab my helmet from whoever took it off of me?
Go ahead and let's just do a straight initiative. If you beat his initiative, then you can grab it before he gets too far away from you. Okay, so you got an ace and he's got an 8. So yes, you can just reach up and grab it. So yeah, so you grab onto it. You're holding onto your helmet. This guy's holding onto your helmet.
Let go.
Your helmet, by the way, is just kind of like, it looks like a mushroom right now. It's all covered with foam and stuff.
Yeah, let go.
He lets go and says, "Sorry, man." Anyway, someone goes and is trying to put this mask on you.
Okay, I'll let them put the mask on, but I'm going to start breaking the foam off of my helmet if possible.
Well, okay, it's since they're it's slowly eroding. Apparently, they sprayed this stuff on it, and it's beginning to break up. But they, as you're there, they go and they take this thing and they just kind of power wash this thing over you. And as they do that, this foam just melts away like snow. Under a hot a hot steam sprayer. Okay, and so you now feel you're free. Okay, and they pull you up into a staying position, and then they just do it down the back again. So now you're holding this thing, and they're like, and they're saying, would you like us to get the foam off of your helmet?
I'll just hold it over for them to spray it.
Okay, well they turn it so they're spraying it on the top, and so it drips down, so it doesn't get in the opening.
Yep.
Okay, so anyways, so it's still pretty gooey and messy, but mostly it's clean.
Gooey.
Yeah. So anyways, so you're standing there and you're just you look at your suit seems to still have a bit of a waxy coating on it and stuff like that, but it's you can definitely see all the way through to your armor underneath and a bunch of space, and some of it appears as you're watching, it looks like it's evaporating, like if there's a chemical reaction going. So they're like saying, it's okay, so it'd be best if you got out of that suit, but if you want to hold on to it, you got to keep holding this mask over your mouth because it's toxic air. We want you to get cancer.
I'll keep holding the mask.
All right. Basically, they move you to another area, and basically you're going to places like to have those slit plastic sheets, so you like push through to another area. At which point, then they just
like going into clean rooms.
Yeah, they blast you with air. Okay, and that basically you see, this stuff just completely evaporating off of you. Okay, and then so you're now pretty much clean at this point.
Okay.
Right? And then they are, and what little was on them is also off of them. And then they move you out of there into another place. It's okay. He says, we got to go because the mayor is going to be on us like, stink on Slim. And
Stink on Slim.
Hey, it's their idiom, not yours.
I didn't realize,
but it means what you think it means.
I didn't realize Slim stank so much.
Well, it's brought to you by the letter 7.
Well, remember, using the gifted language, these idioms. So basically, it's like the stink on a dead, rotten animal that hasn't eaten forever. So this is something that's died of starvation.
Wow.
The stink on that. So, anyways,
rub some stink on it.
That's some seriously sorrowful looking, pitiful critter.
That's some stink. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, they says, we got to get out of here quick. So,
we gotta get out of this place.
Can I put like a patch over where they drilled the hole in my helmet?
Yeah.
Do you have a smart patch by any chance?
I think we all carry them, don't we?
Smart patches were things that were left over from the thing at the world where you got the micro generators. Okay, so it was that kind of nanotechnology. So the question is that did you actually have that? Do you want to use your equipment token for that?
Yeah, I'll use my equipment token for that.
Okay, so yeah, you could take that and slap that over that, and it'll seal that hole.
Okay, and then I'll replace the mask I'm holding with my helmet again.
Yeah, and they're like, okay, great, and they go and they hand you a what looks like a harness, and they tell you to put it on.
do so.
Okay, and they're putting on some most of them already have these harnesses on anyways, but some of them are putting it on right now. They run out, and they're now outside, and there's like all these like ribbons hanging from the sky, waving around on the ground, and they go over and they grab one, they clip onto it, and they hand one. Someone picks one up and snaps it onto your harness, and two people go over and somebody goes over and just like kind of grabs onto you, and whoosh, you're flying up through the air again. But now at least you can see.
Whee!
Reverse
You are
bungee jump.
you are flying across town. All these lights and things like that. It looks very much like something out of Cyberpunk. Okay, and you're heading over to a very brightly lit area. Okay, and you literally come flying down, and there's something that looks an awful lot like a submarine.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it yellow?
And no, it's not. It's
Oh.
Yellow is
basically there's a hatch on the top, and you're just being like dropped right through that hatch. Okay,
Where are we going?
Get to the bottom. The guy goes, he unclips you, he unclips himself, they all get snaked up, the thing goes over, okay, and you hear whoop, 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 and the thing starts moving. And
I think you're killing Pat.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the next thing you know is that you're hearing this loud, crackling sound, and this throbbing sound, and you're now moving, okay, and you hear someone says, oh, it says, we are clear, and you see everyone just kind of sit down and collapse and go, man, can't believe we pulled that off. Oh, hey, what's your name?
Finally stop and ask, huh?
Yeah, they're like you guys. They do all this stuff, and then they finally say, oh, yeah, do you have a name?
Yeah, I'm called Alpin.
Alpin. The guy gets up. He says, good to meet you. He says, we'll have to share a drink soon. He says, we're welcome to the resistance.
Tell me about this resistance.
All right. And he says, we are fighting for the freedom of the independent operators of Oceania, who have been, who are under the thumb of the corporate, the corporate dictatorship of Oceania.
Okay, do me a favor. Tell me all of that, like I don't know what the hell's going on.
It's like, no, just tell me all that, make it make sense.
Because I don't.
He says, well, okay. Do you know you're in a submarine, right?
Well, yeah, that's kind of obvious. I've seen one on TV.
Okay. Well, we're about 3 miles. We're cruising right above the ocean floor, about 3 miles down.
Okay.
Heading for one of our allied settlements.
Okay.
Once we're there, we'll be able to, we'll be able to put you in contact with our leadership and see if you can actually help us in our fight.
Technically, it's not our job to pick sides.
Yeah, he says I want you to know that if you can't help us, you are going to be free to go, but we really hope that you will help us because our cause is just and we have suffered greatly, And
Be
you
just
look
and
like
fear not.
you look like the kind of person that cares about things like that.
They can tell.
They have a scanner for it. They have a scanner.
I look at him, I shake my head and say, "Viva la resistance!"
Yay! And somebody pulls out a flask. He says, "Let's drink to that." And they're passing it around. It's pretty good bourbon.
Ooh, bourbon.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
That's right. Yeah, the vodka's even better. You know, he says of course, hydroponically grown potatoes.
You mean the paint stripper?
Hopefully better than that. He says the bourbon actually comes from the bladders of a number of deep sea fish species.
Mm.
So tell me about this.
As long as you don't look too carefully, you know,
So
it tastes just like the old fashioned stuff. Anyways, he says, "Be glad you're not up on the surface."
what's
Things are
wrong with
bad
the
up there.
surface?
What?
What's wrong with the surface?
Oh, you know, not too much air, toxic, people starving, you know, that kind of thing.
People dying
Toxic from
everywhere.
what?
Mostly, you know, lack of oxygen, you know, ecological failure. That's why we're here.
Echo
That's
chum.
why we're here. We're in the you know, the only place that you can really live under the ocean. Not to mention all the solar radiation that's like would give you cancer in a couple of years, because the ozone layer is like totally gone. But hey, you wanted me to tell you this like you were a 3-year-old, and I understand.
Yeah.
He says, you guys are
over-industrialization?
more like industrialization without any controls.
So,
I mean, it could have been done with, you know, ecologically sound ways, but that would have cut into the profit line, right?
so no. I think the humans from Earth called it Environmental Protection Agency.
That sounds like a wonderful thing. I wish we would have had one of them.
Should have thought of that.
Actually, you guys are, Alpin, you would probably be more reminiscent of the Demixi, who basically are doing the same thing to their world.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
don't
my
care.
world is probably going to end up this way.
So these people are living miles and miles under the ocean, and apparently there's a whole civilization down here.
So my companions are with the people that created the situation up top. Is that what you're saying?
I know. You know, they're, you know, the real criminals are the corporations, the heads of the corporations, the megacorps, and the mayor of Neptune is just, you know, a functionary who, you know, he basically, you know, when they whistle, he barks. You know,
So he's a lapdog.
He's no more culpable than anybody else who's trying to stay down here. But of course,
So
he's also thrown in his loyalty with the corpse, so that makes him a bad person for that.
Okay, so basically he's a corporate lapdog.
You betcha. Unlike the men and women who decided to live free or die.
What caused the schism?
Just Oceania grew big enough that it was hard, you know, it was hard for them to control all the different settlements until someone thought it'd be a good idea to do that. And some of us said, no. He says, we're not going to let you do here what you already did on the surface. And that's when the fight started. It was small. It was, you know, it was But if it happened after a settlement got basically destroyed by a bunch of a corporate subfleet. And from that point on,
So,
but they didn't realize that how many of our agents was already embedded in their organizations. So there was a lot. So we basically managed to commandeer a bunch of their submarines and other things like that. Besides, of course, all the haulers and harvesters and all the other things that we were doing. So,
what about weaponry?
Well, that's the thing is that when you're this far down, weaponry doesn't have to be as powerful as they might be historically. He says all you have to do is just disrupt the shielding on a submarine or something, and it just implodes because all
the pressure.
He says, did you? Says, have you? Because
you're operating.
We solved the whole pressure problem a long time ago, but it can be disrupted. So it makes these fleets somewhat fragile, but at the same time is that they resources aren't unlimited, so they would much rather attack tactically. Anyways, so no one's doing anything stupid like trying to set off a nuke, for example. That would be bad for everybody.
Do they have nukes?
Oh, of course they do. They're corporations.
What?
But like I said, don't worry about that. I mean, it's the weaponry that we use is going to be mostly torpedoes, rocket torpedoes.
What about when you're in enemy territory, like your people that just snagged me?
Well, I'm not sure I understand your question.
Do you have actual weaponry that is handheld?
Oh yeah, we used it on your vehicle. And
you use rockets.
Yeah, they work really well.
So what happened to my driver?
He was left behind at the safe house where we basically got you out of the foam.
Was he alive?
I think he was. He probably was. Not sure.
Okay. And you're taking me to where?
Your vehicle was fired upon by our best to disable, not to kill, because we wanted the precious cargo that was inside. So there's a chance he's alive.
If I hadn't have been wearing this, I would have been dead.
Well, he was wearing armor too.
My companions weren't wearing armor whenever they got in the clamshell.
Well, as I said, we were trying to disable them, and unfortunately, we weren't able to disable their carrier, so they got away.
Will I be able to contact my companions?
We will. There will definitely be an effort made to do that, but it's going to be through secure channels. In a way of it would take considerable hacking to be able to follow the signal back to where you will be.
Do you have people inside that area?
We have people everywhere, but we don't want to expose our assets, unless it's for a really important reason. You will be able to contact them if if the mayor and operations are will let you contact them.
Well, if you've got somebody embedded, then I can give them a code phrase to tell my companions, and
go right ahead and he basically pulls up a computer slate and says, and hits an icon and basically has a notepad, says just write it down, and we'll send it to the network.
Flying Deathwing Razorbeaks.
Flying Deathwing Razorbeaks. That's a hell of a countersign. Okay. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. We will try to get this to them as soon as we can. All right. But for the meantime, he says, just relax. He goes over. He says, have a seat.
I'll kick back and sip some bourbon.
Slip some more, drink some more bourbon. And and basically you can and they'll try to answer your questions a bit more. Okay.
Kaitlin got my reference.
But they do want what we really want to know is that have you cracked the dimensional is that you look like you've cracked the dimensional travel problem, and if so, we'll be able to strike without in the midst of their defenses without having to do like the way we are right now. So we're hoping you're going to be able to give us that technology so we can do that. We already understand a little bit about that, but we can only handle forces within dimensional warping. We can't actually move physical objects and people.
Actually, the issue is we did not crack dimensional travel. We're what's called fringeworthy. We're able to see the dimensional portals and be able to pass through them, going to other worlds. There's only 1 in 100,000 people with that ability. And unfortunately, we're not able to take anyone that is not fringeworthy with us.
Oh, he says, that's a shame. Okay, send them out the torpedo tube. And they wait like 5 seconds. They go, no, you're just kidding. No. I hope that's not true, what you just said. But don't worry. We're the good guys. We don't do stuff like that. We're not those corporate lackeys.
And I'm guessing those corporate lackeys are probably wanting the same information in order to strike at you guys.
Of course. And and can you imagine how that would speed up travel and other things like that?
Oh yeah. That would definitely speed up travel.
I mean, I've heard some people say, that if they, some theories that if you could create a portal, you could actually go out into outer space, and then they could go and, mine resources that are in the solar system without having to actually somehow get off the planet, because you definitely can't neutralize gravity. At least
really?
As far as I know. What?
Really?
Neutralize gravity. Yeah. You have some way of neutralizing gravity?
Well, the Earth that I became a member of IDET on sent people from the surface to the moon.
How'd they do that?
Rockets.
So you had some big ginormous rocket and got someone out into space?
Yes.
Yeah, basically.
Short answer is yes.
Okay. Well, that's pretty amazing. I'd like to hear more about that. But I'm saying is that's that sounds like something that wouldn't fit into these corporates 3 to 5 year plans. We've never had any kind of a rocket program that would do that, except maybe communication satellites and things like that.
If it tickled their minds a bit with how much ore and minerals are off-world, yeah, they might delve into that a bit.
Well, if they hadn't figured out how to negate pressure at the enormous depths of the ocean floor, where and all the resources that had opened up, maybe they would have done that. Instead, we go high, we went low.
Yeah, they focused in the opposite direction.
Yeah. We plan to go to the moon and do the other things.
Yeah. Not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
But I want to know what the other things are.
Very good, very good.
All right. So, anyways, enough with you, Alpin. Back to you guys, just for just last little thing there. So, he basically wants to know all about you guys and who you are and how you do that amazing appearing disappearing trick.
Told you we traveled through the dimensions.
Yes, and he's going to start asking you some questions very much about dimensional travel, and if you have if you guys have cracked the how to do that. So basically, it's the same sort of thing that these guys are saying, but he's very, very, carefully asking you about, how do you do that sort of thing? What power is it? And what's
it's a kind of magic.
How do you aim? How do you pick your destinations and things like that? Are you going to tell them all about the fringe paths, or are you going to come up with some other kind of method, other kind of thing? And I'm looking at you, Mark, because I know how you like to start talking about stuff like this.
I mean, yeah, I probably would tell them about the fringe pass, but it sounds like you're saying if I do this, the party will pounce on me.
I don't know what the party will do. I'm simply saying is that you have a tendency to start whenever you get an opportunity to talk tech. You love to talk tech.
It highly depends on what you say is when if we're gonna pounce on you for it.
No,
yeah,
I mean, at this point, I don't see a reason to lie about the fringe pass, so I say, yeah, it's a system we discovered. Very few people can use it. We're trying to find technology and trade with others. I'm not going to go and say are there any Mellers here, if that's what you're worried about.
Why can only a few people use this network of pathways and portals that you're talking about?
We don't really know.
We haven't found many people that can use it yet.
Well, maybe
outside of our people.
Well, maybe our scientists will be able to figure that out.
Maybe they could.
If you have a large population, maybe there will be a couple of people. And what's the population here?
You mean in the city?
Yeah.
We have about 100,000, but they're mostly, this is a big shipping hub here. So everything in Neptune is oriented toward
people have been able to use the fringe pass. So if you have that many people, you probably got somebody.
And you'd be able to identify this person?
We could try to find them.
So tell me about this process of identifying this person.
It's a kind of magic.
It's a kind of magic.
Well, first thing you can do is you can send them to the spot and see if they see a ring over there.
There's a ring over there?
It's an invisible ring that only allows that can only be seen by people who are capable of using it.
So you want us to send 100,000 people over to look for the ring?
The other way is
can you see it through like a television screen or anything?
No, you can't.
Mark.
All right, so he's gonna like.
I look at you and I guess I assume that you're about to tell me don't do this. So I look to you and I say, go ahead, explain it to them.
Who
I
are you
told you.
looking at?
Kid.
Who is Mark looking at when you're saying this?
You know, whoever said Mark.
That was Kit.
Yeah, okay.
Kit.
Then.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right.
Kind
So
of magic.
what's going to happen is that he's
Go ahead,
he's
tell them.
talking about this, and then you're going to start seeing people's faces appear on view screens that are around the room, and people are going to start asking questions, and they're going to start bringing in like tables, and they're going to start setting up a buffet, and they're going to start basically they're going to start grilling food, bringing in food so they can grill you for a long period of time. They're going to be debriefing you for quite some time.
As long as we
telling
don't
us
get
anything
killed,
about-
I guess we're okay.
As long as you're willing to cooperate.
Are they sharing any information about themselves?
It depends on what you ask.
Well, I would ask them all the same things that they're basically asking us. Like, so tell us about your government. How do things work?
Okay.
Where are you? What's
Let
your
me
name?
go.
What's your favorite color?
All right. I will come back with that information for you next week. In a more concise fashion. I'll just give you a little report, and so you can basically, which will of course, not mention the free Oceania group, except as a special separate little piece. So, but yeah, they'll be glad to do a very, very rosy view of their world.
I would like to
And
know
they're-
why the free Oceania people are even in existence, and if their world is so rosy.
Well,
Sure.
that's a,
Well, we don't.
that there's always people who aren't satisfied with what works for everybody else.
Well, we don't
Seems
know
a bit
about the free
extreme.
Oceania people. Alpin does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm saying Alpin is dealing with them, but you guys aren't. At some point, somebody is going to put a tablet down next to one of you guys, and it's going to say the words, whatever those words were. I can't remember.
Teleprompter.
No, what was the words?
Oh, flying Deathwing Razorbeak.
Flying
that?
Deathwing Razorbeak.
Out of game, I don't recognize the reference. So.
I don't either.
Does Valentina recognize it?
To some degree,
Valentina.
yes.
Valentina was there when he got hit by it.
Oh, that's true.
Okay.
Now I remember.
Oh yeah, the
It's-
Razorbeak bird.
Yes,
Yeah.
the Deathwing.
Oh, fun.
Isn't that the one that we ate?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would,
to,
I guess
Spyro
I
had
would
to
recognize
do it for you. Remember?
the reference, but would not know what it means other than it's you.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
Alpin
not
is
a
kind of
me-
everything.
It says I'm alive, but that's about it.
Yeah.
I would
So
like to know more about the group that attacked us. So that's what my questions are going to be towards.
Okay. All right. You want to know more about the group. They basically, want to know more about your technology and the vehicle you arrived in.
It's
Whether or
great
not,
and fearsome.
yeah. Is it?
There you go.
Is it necessary for you to do your traveling?
No.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
As you watched us walk back and forth. No.
Anyway,
Smartass.
so yeah, they got.
No, I mean back and forth through the portal. We
I understand what
disappeared.
you meant. Yeah, I'm just saying this is going to go on for hours and hours, and so yeah, they will.
Until I get bored.
he'll try to be very dismissive about this small radical group who calls themselves that.
And when he starts dismissing my questions is when I light a cigarette and just kick back and ignore him.
Ooh.
No, he's not dismissing your questions. He's just dismissing the importance of such a group.
I know, but that's what I mean. It's like, well, okay,
All right.
whatever, because I think it's pretty important.
Okay. Anyways, so we're going to stop now because it's 11:11.
Yep.
So
Sounds good.
anyways,
Right.